guys, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Rygar. We are on our way to a place called the Den of Sagila. Sagila is a giant spider that guards the next treasure that we'll need to progress further into the game. A very important treasure called the crossbow. So the crossbow, what it allows you to do is, see how these stumps are joined together by a rope? Some stumps in the game, not these particularly, but do not have ropes across them, and the crossbow will give you ropes so that you can use your pulley system to cross. Now actually, we can actually cross this with a pulley. There we go. And we're going to move right across, and the Den of Sagila should be here, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe it was the next screen. It's been a while since I traversed these lands. So, there it is. And this is actually the coolest music in the game, or some of the coolest music in the game, so I hope you guys enjoy it. Not this specific part, this is to go into the Den of Sagila. I hate these guys. This is actually a very hard board. When you get flying enemies like this, the turtles, or whatever you call them, move faster. And we're gonna just try to live through this, and I don't think it's gonna happen. Oh wow, last life. Like I said, it's a pretty difficult area to traverse. Store, that's probably not gonna help us any. It's these that are bad because, yeah, you see, there's nothing I can do about that. Oh well. Alright. Like I said, not the best music in the game quite yet. It's actually the next area, but this this particular track that I'm talking about, there's been remixes made of this thing, all sorts of things. It's just a really cool game music. I'm actually thinking about doing a special for all the different game musics that I've heard that I really love. Won't be something super permanent, but a lot of the old school games that I fell in love with over the years, and what really turned me onto the whole gaming scene is some of the musics that they bring out this nostalgia in you that is just inescapable. So I'd love to be able to do some things with that kind of music, and it doesn't look like, oh my gosh, did I make it? Yes. This music here, this stuff is this is what it's all about. Alright, now that that's out the way, we are good. Alright, so now I got full life, we can head on to Sagila. Now this place is kind of a maze, so it's going to take me a little while to figure out exactly where I have to go. The enemies are pretty much the same in dynamic, they just are a little bit harder to kill. Uh-oh. Oh, that was awesome. New life. And another store. Probably wouldn't hurt to get a few of these. Now they're starting to die a little bit easier. Looks like we're doing pretty good. So it's just like in any other game, when you fall in one of these holes like this, you're pretty much dead. Oh man. Is this the way? No, doesn't look like it. I'm gonna go one further down. Let's see what we get. Here we go. Should go to the next area here. This is actually going to be a good place to die as well, it looks like. Unless we can get a few stores. Oh, no, the medicine. That'll work too. This is kind of a transition point to the next place. And you see, they have some doors in all the areas that we passed up. They do have doors here and there. With some hints on some of the rest of the game, but I'm gonna avoid that stuff. There's nothing real important in those areas. Alright, now let's see where we at here. There we go. Yeah, I think we're on the right track now. Wow. Wow. Things come fast, man. Wow, sprites slow down. Not looking good for the rest of the board with one life. I really need some medicine at this point. medicine or a few more stores. I only have 3. I could use it for a power-up. I'm actually gonna wait for a recovery if I can. Oh, and I did a little bit more research, and some people call it a mace, but the actual term for the weapon that I use is called a disc armor. And I started to talk about this briefly last episode, but Rygar was produced on a couple different platforms. And for those of you that were PlayStation fans, Rygar was released in a totally different type of game for the PlayStation 1 console. I believe it was the PlayStation 1, it might have been the PlayStation 2, but it was a redo, and it played a lot like Devil May Cry, which was absolutely fantastic. One of the one that was on arcade, or I believe somebody said maybe Amiga, was sort of like this. It was a platform, and the graphic style was a little bit different. Naturally, it had that classic arcade style graphics. Man, that was hard. That was a hard dick right there. Oh man. All right. Did we start at the total beginning? We sure did. Oh man. This game is unforgiving. Yeah, and like I was saying, I almost decided to play Kid Icarus. That is a game that I'd like to play in the future in LP. It's really, really good. The boss fights don't do a whole lot for the game, and the actual last level is pretty terrible, but the gameplay in general is very, very fun and very rewarding. Just overall ridiculously fun game. It's hard though. Like really hard. Okay. I like how the scrolling goes. Like there's 3 levels of scrolling that you can see. Alright. Excuse me. And alright, back to the hard port. This time we have a little bit of life to play with. Back to 0 stores. Now that's 1. I don't want to get stuck. Oh, see those glitches that I have used somewhat before? They come back to bite you in the butt. Man. Intense. Let me go. Okay. Now we're good. Oh. Popped right on me. Back down to 1 life that quick. Maybe I can get another medicine. That would be nice. That's 3 stores. Oh, another life container. Well, at least that's one good thing about it. If you die, at least you're getting more powerful as you go. Meds. Give me some medicine or some... The store double black would be nice. And this is the hard port right here. This is where those fast fireballs were. But we do have a life. 1 more life that we had last time. So we should be able to get through here. Okay. Store. Okay. That gives us 4. I think we still need like 4 more for a full bore. Go. Alright. Meds. No. I think this is the right way. I hope it is. Alright. I think this is it. Here she is, Sagila. Let's see if we can beat her without dying. It's very, very easy boss fights. Sometimes she does that, which she'll kind of drop on you. But you can't really get too many licks on her at one time. Sometimes you can hit her twice. I think she gets a little bit faster. Yeah, sometimes she jukes you like that. But with 3 life, we should be able to do it. Not a real hard fight, to typically, or at least not real intense. It's kind of just waiting on something to happen at this point. There is one more level like this, and as far as the structure is concerned, with things going above the walls and stuff, man, she hits hard though. And you'll see that's a tower that we're gonna face later on. Oh, I can't believe I just, you know what? I think I might try to go topside on her. Use that grappling hook. I think that's what I used to do. Let's see, because you see, she has too much chance to just drop on our heads. But this way, oh yeah, this will do it. Now all I gotta do is wait for her to come to me and hit her. I wish the music would be a little bit nicer for you guys on the boss fights, especially one this long. Wouldn't be so difficult to manage. I would probably put some good music, some good boss music for y'all. Maybe I'll do it towards the end as a special. Like the ending episode. I'm gonna fight the last boss, because the last boss music sounds exactly like this, and it just doesn't do it any justice. I'll have to do something epic for it. Ah, there it is. And I believe we are rewarded with the crossbow. I'm Endora. I'll give you this crossbow. Simple and to the point. Awesome. And let's see. The next place that we have to go. Let's see. I believe I typically go. This is nothing, I don't believe. Let's see. You can see the palace of, yeah, Durago above this island. That's where I need to go, is the palace of Durago. This is when the game kind of breaks up and it's real non-linear, but this specific place I want to go to, because it's probably the next to easiest. I guess if you would consider something linear, this would be it. And the experience that you get in this place is really, really good. So the next episode, guys, we're going to take on the Palace of Durago. But until then, thank y'all so much for watching. This is Zueljin signing off. Have a good one.